Okay, so Lilac, let me ask you a question. So what is volume?
What something can hold?
Yeah, kind of. I think that's a thing. That's a one of the definition of volume. So Emma, could you give me something else?
How many square, like cubes
Cube?
are?
Square is area. Okay, very good. Okay, you did. So Jasper, remember, okay, so the thing we learned today is always have the three little thingy on top of the unit. Understand? Because we're having three of the signs times together, at least in order to calculate the volume, okay? I really like that Lilac's answer is, she said, volume is how much thing you're holding into this vessel, okay? But sometimes it's not necessarily like holding the thing, but it covers how much of the volume inside the space. Okay, if we say area is flat, the obviously volume is 3D. They do have the height. They have the thickness, they have the height, they have a lot of different dimension about that. Understand, everybody? Okay, so today we're going to start with something very easy. Let's take a look at this one. Volume is a measure of amount of space an object occupies. It is used to measure the size of three-dimensional figures. Just an area is used to measure the size of two-dimensional figure. And length is used to measure one-dimensional figure. For example, 1 unit of length, and 1 square unit of area, and 1 cube unit of volume. Understood? Okay, a prism is a special type of polyhedron that has two bases that are equal, which sides are that are parallel. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, everybody, there are a lot of shapes we can calculate the volume. Jasper, take a look, okay? The most important thing is if you want to try to find a weird and abnormal shape, I just to tell you a very simple way. Everybody, I want you to take notes, okay? There are a lot of formula, but for some formula, we don't have to memorize it. All you need to do is think about it. You need to find a base. The base is the top and the bottom is exactly the same. You can twist how you put them on the space. Understand, Emma? For instance, for this triangle, you can, of course, put them the other way around just to turn them to the left. But if you turn it, you're going to find out what? These base, they're not the same because the parallel side, they're not. Only this little triangle and that little triangle is the base because, Jasper, these two bases are what? The same. So all you need to do, remember, for the most of the volume formula, you just remember, where's my pen? Where's my pen? It's volume equals base area times height. Okay, everybody, please write down this one. Okay, it's always base area times height. Okay, and where's Michael? Michael's there, ma? Not there.
Wait, this is for the triangle.
It doesn't matter. Triangle, prism, or the base is a trapezoid. It doesn't matter.
Well, can the cube do the same too, or is it the cube like just the normal way?
The cube is the same thing. The cubic is the same thing. The cubic, the base is what? Is a square. Correct? It's always base. Always the base area times height. As long as the base area, the top and bottom is the same. It's always using this one. Okay. So let's take a look at this one, the volume of the prism. So the volume of prism, of course, is combined with a lot of what? A lot of rectangle or square. So just the area of base times height. Okay, so this one, I think everybody know how to do it. How to calculate the base? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other side is also 1, 2, 3, 4. So the base area is 4 times 4 equals 16. And the height is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 16 times 4 equals 64 cube units. correct? Okay, so let's take a look at this one, okay? We're going to focus on the abnormal shape. Jasper, okay, Michael? So we're using something different. So let's take a look at this one. Let me ask you, if I put this shape like that, is this one base? Of course not, because the top base is what? Is 4 times 6, and the bottom base is 12 times 10, correct? So Daniel, obviously 4 times 6 is not equals to 12 times 10. So this is not the base I'm looking for. Trying to find out the base, which the opposites of them are the same. So we find out, actually, this is the base of this volume, this shape. Understand, Lilac? Because this one and the other opposite side is exactly the same. So who can tell me how to calculate the area of the trapezoid? 都忘了啊，都忘了。好的。Michael 知
12
道。Oh, Michael, can you tell me what is it? 答错了没关系. If you get it wrong, it's okay. I'm not going to kick your butt. Yeah, how to calculate the trapezoid? Is the top plus bottom times height divided by 2. Okay, so for this question is 4 times 12 times, sorry, 6 times 12. So 6 times, 6 plus 12 times 4 divided by 2. So the answer is 18 times 2 equals 36. Okay, so this is the bottom. So how about the height? That is a height. So basically is 36, that's a base area, times 10 equals 360 centimeter cube. 你看这本书，哎，我发现它一个错误。看到了吧？ So it doesn't matter, teacher can always be right or the books can always be right. Everybody making mistakes. Okay, we correct it. Everything is wrong. Right. Got it? So does anybody understand this question? Does anybody don't understand this question? Okay, Michael, what is your question?
The 10 wasn't in the equation, so I don't know how it got there.
No, this is a height. Did you see? If you flip this shape, Michael, 你把它站起来，你把这个 shape 站起来, you make them stand up. So this one, which I make them dark, is exactly in the bottom, right? And you think about it, use your brain, like to imagine that this is exactly the height. Correct?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. So everybody make sure you are not making the same mistakes like the book did, okay? Because the book did volume equals 360 centimeters square. Okay, so now let's take a look at this one. After you look at example 3, I want to ask you, do you want to make them stand up, or still want them stay as it is? That's the most important thing I want you to take a look. 小朋友看到没有啊？就进入高中的数学, when you're in the high school, the math is more like you need to really use your brain, 对不对？跟小学不太一样了吧？对不对？小学的时候天天坐那儿，对吧？都 A. So when you go to the high school, you need to really use your brain, 好不好？
Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
can you scroll up a little bit?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Up. No.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're looking at example 3, okay, everybody? I want you to think about it. Like, what do you want to put this?
We're
You're
calculating.
calculating. Okay, you're calculating.
Okay.
Okay, so everybody, I am going to start to explain this question, okay? So obviously, this is an irregular shape. Okay, Emma, you're actually having two different ways. You can cut this off, right? Because we're talking about the volume. So Jasper, it doesn't really matter about the area, surface area. So we can cut them. For instance, we calculate the volume of this little guy first. It's a prism, and do this one as well, correct? So we know this is 6, and no, wait, this is 4. So we're going to do 6 times 4 times 12, right, for this bigger one. And for the smaller one is 2 times 3 times 12. You plus them together, that's a volume, okay? And also, you can just think about the whole thing as this one as the base area. So this one is 6 times 4 plus 2 times 3. Correct? So with this base area, you times 12, you get the answer. So if you take a look at this one, actually, they're the same because it's 6 times 4 times 12 and 2 times 3 times 12. So that's why it's 6 times 4 plus 2 times 3 times 12. Get it? Okay. So if you understand this one, so also there's another way, okay? You can just make them as a whole square and mind this part that which is not actually existing. So it makes calculation maybe a little bit easier. Okay, so let's take like number 4. Find the volume of the prism. Okay, again, number 4. I'm going to block the answer and I want everybody to try to do it yourself. Okay. Okay, I have Do you need some more time, everybody? Or you're okay? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So obviously, if I taking this one as a top and this one as a bottom, obviously they're not equals to each other. But if I flip this one, Emma, right? I flip them and I make them stand up, you're gonna find out this hollow part. 这个字像不像中文的凹？像不像凹字？你们有没有？你们这个班级的小朋友应该都学中文的吧？ Do you learn Chinese？像不像凹字？都不认识的。哎呦，你们这个中文，这个是什么字啊？好，Jasper 默默的飘走了。Jasper 说 "Don't talk to me in Chinese at all." What is that, Michael? 都不知道。Daniel, are you learning Chinese? Yes. Lilac, what is this one?
凸
对呀，啊，这个字很明显，这个就是凹啊，这个就是凸啊，对不啦？Okay, so exactly this is an 凹字, right? So we need to calculate the area of 凹. So of course I can cut them into 3 parts. But for this part, this question, I want to make them as a square, or sorry, rectangle. And cut the part, which is a little square here, to make them as all. Do you understand? This is much easier, Jasper. Okay, math is about you do little thing and solving harder problems. Okay, so let's see. 12 times 10 equals 120 centimeter square, correct? Correct, everybody? And how about this little one? This is 3, this is 4. So little square is 3 times 4 equals 12 centimeters square, correct? Okay, so how do we do this? L is 120 minus 12 equals 108 centimeters square, correct? So in order to find the volume, how do we find the volume? Is 108 times 20 equals 2160 centimeter cube. Get it, everybody? Okay. So if you understand, we're going to do something easy, okay? So number 2, find the volume of a cube with the given sides. So Michael, what is the meaning of a cube? Cube means each sides are equal, okay? So they have height, width, and length. They're all equals to each other. So, okay, so we only do number B, number C, and number D. Yeah, I know number A is too easy. We don't do it. Emma, 知道吗？你看，对不对？老师聪不聪明？我知道你已经第一题做好了，我们不做啊。So only 2, 3, 4, okay?
But Carrie, do we have to send it to you? Because
Yeah.
okay, we're doing 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4.
Like
And send
the
it to
whole
me.
thing.
Yeah, send it to me by chat.
You mean B, C, D?
Wait, Carrie, is it 2, 3, 4 or B, C, D?
B, C, D. That's the same
Oh.
thing. B, C, D. Yeah.
No, it's not. There's question 2, question 3, and question 4.
Okay. 好吧，好吧。Okay, so everybody, after you send it to me, I'm going to give you the answer one by one. So, Daniel, 你题目看看清楚好不好？3.2米呀，3.2米乘以3.2，再乘以3.2。你给我的是 square，你给我的是 cube，你给我的是 volume 还是 area 呀？啊，做的这么快，做错有什么用？嗯，你做的慢一点，然后每道题都做对，行不行？嗯。
Here, did I send it to you?
Yes, please send it to me.
I did? Oh.
Yeah, you did it. You didn't send me the B. You gave me D and C. I didn't see D. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to explain the first question, okay? Daniel, 你有没有给我发新的答案？我跟你说了。So the first question, 3.2. So the 3.2 times 3.2 times 3.2. So the answer is yeah, 怎么白的？ So the answer is 32.77. Okay, thank you, Daniel. So next one is the S unit. So one of the side is S unit. So it's S times S times S equals S cubed unit. cube. Okay, also here is centimeter cube. Oh, sorry, meter cube. Okay, 1 over 3 times 1 over 3 times 1 over 3 equals 1 over 27 centimeter cube. Okay, so the rest of the number 3, we don't do it because it's just a calculation. The only thing like it's weird is because you have variable for the L, W, and H. You just time together. The answer will be L, W, H unit cube, and that's the answer. Okay, number 4 is also very easy. You just are using the base times height, and that's it. Correct? Okay, so let's take a look at number 5.
Which question?
Number 5, we'll only do number B, number C, and number D. Okay, so I have received some answers. We're talking about the volume, okay? Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at number 1. Six 6.2 times 5 times 2 is the first one, right? Because 6.2 times 5 equals the bottom area and times height, which is 2. So the answer is 62 centimeter cube. Am I right, everybody? Okay, next one. Obviously, Emma, if you try to calculate the area of this one, lilac, you need to what? Flip them down, right? Instead of stand up this one, you need to flip them down because obviously this guy, 这个看起来像凸一样的字, right? Is the area we call the base area. So like I said, we have two ways of doing that. Either you can cut them into what? 4 same little square, which is 3 times 3 times 4 equals 36. Or you can do a bigger one. So 9 times 6 and minus 3 times 4. So equals 54 minus 12, 18. 3 times 3 times 2 equals 18. So the answer is still 36. Okay, it's up to you. You like which one better? It doesn't matter. Got it, Jasper? Okay, so the answer is 36 times 3 equals 1. Oh, sorry. Yeah, times 5. 我眼睛已经花了. This is 5. So equals 180 centimeter cube. Oh, 有些小朋友说，老师，那你怎么知道这里是3啊? How do you know? You can see this whole entire line is 9, right? And did you see these little line here? These little line means they are all equals to each other. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These all little lines are the same. 那你看这一整条, this whole line is 9. So these 3 lines plus together equals 9. So each line is what? Each line is 3. Okay, so let's take a look at next one. So this is 4, and this is 8, and this is 8 as well. Did you get it? So these two. Oh, so how do we do it? Obviously, this one is not, right? So we need to put it on as well. So it's 8 times 8 minus 4 times 4 times 8. So the answer is 64 minus 16 equals 48. So 48 times 8, 384. Get it? Do you understand,
question?
everybody? Yeah. What's your question, Michael?
Question C.
Question 3. Which part you don't understand?
Like how you changed it to the equation 3 times 3 times
Okay.
4.
So Michael, you take a look at this one. So this one is 3. This one, do you understand these 3 plus together equals 9? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so now each of them is 3, right?
Yes.
So if you cut them, did you see that? They're like all together, they're all 3s. So they're like, how many 3 squared are there? How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares. Get it?
Get it.
Yeah. So there are 4 of them. So that's why we times 4. Get it?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's take a look at the even weirder one. Okay, Emma, wake up. Okay, Lilac, wake up. We're having something weird. Okay. So E, F, G, H. Yes, I know. So how about we do E together? So again, this is a very flat, Jasper. Flat 凹字形，对不对? But that's the same thing. All you need to do is calculate this out, right? And times the height. But remember, you need to be very careful with this little hyphen and double hyphen, because you see those double line means these two are the same. And these little line here, that means every single line here is the same. You're trying to find out the figure out. Okay, for F is the cross times the height, correct, Emma? Again, I didn't only give you one measurement, but obviously they're all what? All the same, right? Okay, number G, compare with number E. G is what? Is the thicker owl. Okay, so number AH is what? 这又是个中国字啊，是不是工人的工？ Is it like a 工？这个字总认识的吧？啊，都不认识。认识 OK 好好好，你们中文不是都学的很好的吗 OK so EFGH OK please calculate it Jasper 我怎么觉得你要睡着了呀好好做啊 So I'm going to start to explain, okay? Lilac, are you with me still? Michael, Daniel? Okay, so the most important thing for these questions, why it is hard, is because it's not directly telling you what is a measurement. Correct, everybody? Right? If it's directly telling, are you still there, everybody? Can you hear me? 怎么突然 glitch 了 ？Hello？ 能听到吗？